guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Toy and Game Room. So this week we're in the toy corner, the video game side. I'm trying to reorganize because I am actually selling a big chunk of my PS2 collection. Over the years, PlayStation 2 games were just so readily available and easy to come by. I've had doubles and triplicates of a lot of games, and honestly, not to brag, I think I had 500, 600 games lying around. Just, I had that many doubles. It's like every yard sale and flea market I went to was PS2 games, and they were usually $1 each. So I'm in the process of selling those. So I'm going to be making more room on that side of the room, and you will see that hopefully maybe after Christmas. So I did a poll on the channel, and it had about 20 votes on it when I started filming this video. Thank you for commenting, liking, and actually telling me what you wanted to see on the channel. I gave you 3 options. One was about Masters of the Universe, one was about the new Transformers I picked up, and then one I thought was a throwaway. I thought people didn't enjoy these kind of videos anymore. I said old school, straight up pickups video. This is the stuff that I picked up in the last 6 or 7 weeks. And that actually had the majority of the votes. So here you go, guys. This is going to be just a pickups video, old school pickups video of all the stuff that I picked up in, I guess, in September. So I'll start off with some of the video games that I picked up. No footage. It was just, you know, generic walking into one of the retro stores that I like to frequent. I haven't been there since July. Just, you know, with the new job and, you know, what's going on in the world with the pandemic, I haven't been out really actively looking for games. And truth be told, I have about 500 NES games, so I'm not really actively looking. I'm very happy with my collection, and a lot of the games that I'm missing now are higher price. So I went in and I went to their $10 wall, and I just grabbed a few copies that were label upgrades or actual games that I didn't have. So I picked up 4 NES games. I'll show you now. The first one is by Data East, RoboCop. I haven't actually played this one. I probably have, but it's been a long time. I can, off the top of my head, think about the arcade one where, you know, it's side-scrolling RoboCop and you have to aim in 3 directions, you know, vertically up, vertically down, and then straight across, and you can hide behind boxes. He's got a poor jump, and then you can upgrade his gun. Superman is actually a label upgrade. I said, you know what, for $9.99, it's a good looking label compared to my other one, so I'm definitely going to throw this into the collection as an upgrade. And then Cobra Command, I thought I had a double of this, so I actually sold it at one of the last shows we had last February, again, before everything, the shit hit the fan. So I had to pick this one back up to put in the collection. These were, you know, back in the day, I could have probably picked these up for $2, $3, but I say back in the day, thinking about when I first started getting back into collecting, that's already like 13, 14 years ago. So, you know, $10 for average NES games now seems to be the regular price. And then the one $6.99 game is Knight Rider. This one is a game I haven't played, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to stop the video and Google it quickly to see what the gameplay looks like. I've never played Knight Rider. I actually liked this show when I was a kid. I don't remember it too fondly, but, you know, it had that killer opening theme, so Knight Rider by Acclaim. So those were my 4 NES games that I picked up. You know, again, there's no point right now in filming me just pulling these off the shelf at a store. Hopefully next year we can get to flea markets and yard sales and actually do some real hunting videos, but we are in the beginning of November now. Even though we're kind of having nice warm weather, there's nothing going on outside, and, you know, just with the whole pandemic going on, it's kind of hard to hunt, you know. I don't know if you guys feel like that. If you do, let me know down in the comments. But for me, it's not that I don't love collecting and, you know, building up the stuff that I have and playing my games. It's just right now, it's like there's no sense of urgency to do it. It's like I wake up a Saturday morning, Sunday morning, there's no like, I have to go check the thrift stores, I have to see if there's any yard sales, I have to get to the flea market. I don't have that sense of urgency right now. I don't know if it's just me, but if you feel the same way, let me know. Another one for $10. I just felt like buying games, I guess. I don't think I'm actually going to play this. It might just be like a $10 shelf filler, but I picked up Tomcat Alley for the SEGA CD. The case is a little haggard, and I was actually able to do a little haggling in this retro store. They actually wanted $14 for it, and I said, you know, the case is a little beat up, it doesn't have the sponge in the front, and I got it for $10, which, you know, I'm happy about. I do not like to pay full price for new games. When I first saw Man-Eater come out, it was, I think, $40 in Canada. I'm pretty sure it was like $39.99. And I saw a little bit of the gameplay. I'm like, you know, it looks interesting. It seems like it would be a fun game to waste a few hours with here and there on a weekend. But I was like, you know what? I'm not spending $40 on this video game. So I waited, and now it's $25 in Walmart. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger. I finally bought it. I played a few, let's say 2 hours of it already. And you start off as the mother shark who's killed, and you're the baby pup who gets tossed in a lake, and you have to start upgrading your abilities and leveling up, making yourself a bigger predator. So it's interesting, but the controls you have to get used to. It's like flying. It's if you like flying games, you'll probably like the control of the shark, but for me it takes a little getting used to. But you know, another one for the Xbox One collection. Next, we'll switch over to the toys. I got me a box of toys. Gonna kind of contradict myself here because I just said that I wasn't actively looking, but there's a really cool, they're not thrift, they're not consignment, they're just kind of like a cool, funky store, you know, like they sell antiques, they sell toys, they get video games every once in a while, and they're located in my town. So I follow them on their Facebook page, and you know, pretty often they come up with some cool stuff. So the other day they started posting some toys, and I jumped on. I claimed it. I said, you know, I'll stop by after work, and there was a few cool figures. Like, now granted, the first couple of ones will be girl toys, but I picked up a She-Ra, part of the Masters of the Universe line. I know she was her own She-Ra line, but we have a She-Ra figure. 4 Sailor Moons, or Sailor Scouts. Yes, I actually bought these. If my daughter wants to play with them, she can, but these are something that I'm starting to think next year, maybe when we start having video game, comic, and toy shows again, because I like to get tables and sell things and, you know, talk and meet with other collectors. I saw those. It was a very good price, and I'm like, they're the 95 Bandai ones. Someone else will buy them. So, yes, I'm going to flip them. That's what I picked them up for, but I saw them, like, you know, it was too good of a deal to pass up. There was also a bunch of Ninja Turtles there, so I grabbed a handful of them to add to my Ninja Turtle collection up there. You can't really see them too well, but this is kind of like the Karate Michelangelo. He's broken, but he's one that I don't have. You know, it was supposed to be when you pop the chest, his head would come up, and in the back, I'm guessing he had one of those trigger, you know, handheld triggers on the back, kind of like the Rocksteady has the one that I have. We have a Splinter. I'm not really sure from what series. He just looked cool to me, so I grabbed him. I threw him on the counter as well. Mondo Gecko. One of my favorites, actually, when I was a kid. He's missing his skateboard and his tail, but, you know, still cool. Someone nice to have on the shelf. Usagi Ojimbo. Another cool character that I like. And we have, again, none of these guys have accessories, but still cool to have them. We have a baseball playing Raph, and he's got the pinstripes on, so I'm saying he's Yankee Raph. I picked up 2 Shredders. I grabbed this guy. I think they were like $4 or $5 each, and then this one was really haggard, and he kind of just got thrown in, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Genghis Frog, I think. Again, another one that's going to go onto the collection. I actually had a few of the frogs and toads, but I guess I sold them at a show or traded them to somebody when I wasn't as into collecting figures and toys from my childhood, when I was more dedicated and focused just on video games, because I know I've had them recently in the last 5-6 years. And another Master Splinter with no robe. Again, they all have play wear on them, but, you know, that's kind of the appeal and the reason that I like to have them on the shelves like that. If they're brand new in a package from back in the day, that's cool, but I like when they have that played with, worn, you know, like somebody played with this toy, somebody loved this toy. One guy in the box, I almost forgot about this. Metalhead, very shiny. He has his belt, so that's a plus. But again, no accessories. I have one already, but he's got that great light piping on his head, so you can see his eyes light up when the light hits it just right. Always a cool character. I really liked this guy when I was a kid. He was cool in the cartoon as well as the video games. And this is my second or third one to go on the shelf, but every time I see one, it's that shiny shell. I just have to pick them up. From that same store, the woman that owns the store actually messaged me privately on Facebook saying, hey, I know you're into this stuff. I'll give you first dibs. She's cleaning out stuff that was in her basement. And before it got to the store, she asked me if I wanted it. She said, really cheap. I think I got this for a couple of bucks, maybe $5, because it is just the shell of the Millennium Falcon. I'm going to pull off a few random pieces just to help get my Millennium Falcon more complete. I'd say the one that I have is about 70%. This is probably like, 40% if you're just counting the shell. It's missing a lot. Plus it's got the landing gear. The stickers look pretty darn good for 40 years old, and then it's got a couple of things that I can pull off on the sides. It's still got the board game that they were playing. I'm not going to touch the stickers, and then we have our gun cockpit up here. I'll probably pull those off and put it on mine, but it's just something that I appreciate the message that she sent. She's like, hey, are you interested in this before it gets thrown out or put on a table at her store? So again, I picked it up. Couldn't really say no to it, right? Manny Faces from Walmart, one of my few Walmart pickups. The toys have been pretty sparse. I did find a couple of Transformers, which I will show you shortly. We all know how I love Transformers. But He-Man was a very, very close second as my favorite toys growing up. And I love this packaging that they have. Very retro, very reminiscent of how it looked. Not exactly, but very close to how it looked when I was a child. I'm not going to open this up because I have a majority of the ones that I had as a child. I have all the 83, 84. I think that was the year that they started coming out. But Manny Faces, probably the only one from Series 2 that I'll be able to find, because a lot of my friends, man, I don't know how they do it. They're always there at the right time, Monday, Tuesday morning in Walmart, and they pick up, whole series by themselves. They'll pick up the whole wave 2 times over, one to open, one to keep. I don't know how they do it, because I know they all have full-time jobs. I hope they're not taking days off just to go pick up Masters of the Universe. But, Dallas actually found this for me. She went to go pick up a couple of things in the grocery section, and she took a picture. She's like, is this one of the guys you need? I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know Wave 2 was out. I'm behind the times, So, anyway, Manny Faces. Great looking. Not going to take them out of the package. Can't do it. Looks too good. And they're only 14 bucks. From the dollar store, I took the display with it as well, because these were the last 3. I don't know if I'm missing 3 others from this series, or if it was just 2 Optimus, 2 Megatron, 2 Bumblebee. But these are Mighty Mugs, and when you push the top of their head, their facial expression changes. So, pretty cool. They were $4 each. They're Transformers. My daughter loves these. Arkham loves to play with these. And what's cool about it is you can take them out, or you can leave them in this display thing, and you can still actually, manipulate their facial changes. And hey, look, Optimus is even ready for COVID-19. But I thought these were pretty cool in the dollar store for $4 each. They're going to go on the Transformers shelf, and I do want to rearrange the Transformers shelf eventually. Maybe I'll even do it this weekend, because I've gotten more Transformers, and I got to figure out what goes where. I know I want to do a G1 only shelf. I want to do a War for Cybertron shelf, and I don't know, I got ideas. Also from the dollar store, I picked up 4 of these. It says collect all 6. I don't know the 2 that I'm missing, but we have a mini Starscream, a mini Optimus, a mini Soundwave, and a mini Megatron. So these are non-transformable mini figures, and these were $2 each. This is by Prexio, and if I can read, they're from Hong Kong. Little Transformers. I've seen reviews on these. I will open them. I think I want to do a dedicated fast video just to open these up. They look like the stuff that we used to get when we were kids, and your parents weren't buying you a Transformer that week, so you had those impulse buys right by the cache, and like they're about this big, and you know their arms and their legs don't move, and they're one solid color. These are actually painted. They do look like the figure that they represent, but they still, there's no mobility, there's no dexterity in them. It's just, you know, basically a little figure to sit on a shelf. But you know, $2 each. I thought they were really cool when I saw them, and you know, it bums me out that I was missing 2 of them, because I left a couple of Starscreams and Optimus on the hooks. I wasn't buying multiples of these. I was just like, I wish all 6 were there. Run through these guys very quickly because I am going to be doing a dedicated video to the 3 of them. These were the next wave of the war for Cybertron. I am still very much eagerly anticipating when Kingdom comes out, because, you know, for someone who's almost 40, I still got into Beast Wars. I like Beast Wars. My brother loved it. I was about 15 or 16 when it came out, and I still dug it because I had to do all the transforming for him, and I thought they were cool. Anyway, Wave 2 of War for Cybertron, we have an Alicon. Very cool. His transformation is awesome, but I'm going to leave him on the shelf like this. A very good-looking Smokescreen. Car mode doesn't really do it for me, and I think they milled it in with these tires, but overall a very nice looking figure. And in Canada, these guys are only like 27 or 28 bucks, so you know, not too hard on the wallet as well. And then we picked up RC. Looks pretty cool as a figure, and she's got the top of her car, which is her flying skateboard, surfboard kind of deal, and it kind of helps as a stand for her if you were going to just leave her on your shelf like this, like which I will. The only thing that sucks, though, right off the bat, is if you ever lose this, changing her into a car is pretty much not going to happen, because this basically opens up into like a canopy or a tarp and just covers her body. So looks really good in the humanoid part of the transformation, but when she's in vehicle mode, man, they really phoned it in. This one, I would say, don't spend the almost $30 on. I'm just thinking that's pretty much what the next video is going to be, just that review. Watch it anyway. Picked up the Red Series just to show you quickly. These guys look amazing. Like, damn, that's a good looking Transformer. The one drawback that I had that makes me think that I'm not going to keep collecting this line, because I got so many Transformer lines going. This is the RED line again. They don't transform. They are simply a figure in their regular humanoid form, which, you know, is cool, makes them very playable for children, and they look great on the shelf. It's just, if I'm going to be spending $30 on a Transformer, I want them to transform. But, man, they are good looking figures. Here we have Soundwave again, excellent looking figure, and if you want to watch the video, check out the descriptions. I did a quick review on him because Soundwave was the first RED figure that I picked up. And of course, Megatron with an Energon cube. He's got his big gun blaster on his arm. Again, they are fantastic looking. They've got great weight. These would be perfect toys to introduce your children to if you wanted them to get into Transformers and you don't like the child-friendly Transformers that are coming out, you know, like the Bumblebee series and all those ones, you know, like they look very cartoony. Saying that this is what our cartoons look like, but you know what I mean. But these are, again, fantastic looking toys. It's just, I wish they transform, but I guess with this look, it's hard to move all the transformation parts in it, you know, like there's always kibble hanging out somewhere, but that's the RED line. And then quickly through the rest of the Transformers that haven't been opened up yet. I'm still debating if I'm going to do videos on them. I know this is a video game channel, but I like toys as well. The toy videos do pretty bad in the views, but I still like making them. And I know, guys, I've read the comments, I've gotten the messages. I know, too, this is still a video game channel. It's just video games are hard to come by right now. I can't pull fake finds out of the air, you know what I mean? So in the meantime, we're going to do a lot of toy stuff, which I hope you get into, or I hope that the fan base likes. The people that are watching it, as long as you're watching and you're enjoying it, I'm happy. All right, I'm going to shut up now. So this is Snapdragon. He's part of the Horror Cons. I picked him up from Toys R Us along with Ape Face. I'm thinking of opening both of them up together, do them in a video. We'll see how the Alicon Smokescreen and the RC video do. And then one of the bigger boys, this is Double Dealer. Again, probably going to do a video on him, but I'm saving him for a rainy day just to open up. I want to go through all his 3 forms and then compare him to the G1 One of the few G1s that I actually have that, you know, complement the ones that are coming out now, and Double Dealer being one of them. I found another Studio Series getting closer. I think I have 6 pieces now to make my Devastator. This is Scrapper. I'm not opening these guys until I have all of them so I can put Devastator together. This guy, there might be a video down the road, but those are going to be probably like when I have all the pieces for Devastator. And last, happily, I found a Skylynx. I paid $100 for Skylynx, but I found a Skylynx and I'm very happy. Again, he's still in the box. We're going to do a dedicated video, whether it gets 1 view or 1,000 views. I'm going to do a video on this one because it's my channel and I'm excited to have this. And I think that's all the Transformers I picked up. I do have boxes of Transformers that I need to get to, you know. It's great to have the money now to pick all these up. We're living very comfortably now that I have the new position again. I'm the associate principal of my school. You know, we're happy, we're comfortable, but, you know, it's not like I buy all these in one shot. This is like months and months worth of Transformers that I bought. I just don't have the time to open them and make a video and display them the way that I want to. Like, I have to get my Transformer shelf in order, and like, even video games are starting to come into the Transformer section. We got to straighten everything out. But, you know, again, I'm not doing this to brag or say, look what I got. I'm just showing you, like, look at my damn hoarding. Look at what it's doing to my room. I've got a problem. We've got to fix this. But I guess that's it for the video. This is the video that you guys asked for. Again, thank you for participating in the poll. I'll have another poll next week, and then you guys can pick the video that I'll do again. If you like this video, like this video. If you're new to the channel, watch another video that I've done. If you like that one too, you know, subscribe. I'm always doing stuff like this. It's always videos or video games or toys, usually Transformers, because that's been my kick lately. But, you know, have a good weekend, have a good morning, have a good afternoon whenever you're watching this. I appreciate you stopping by, and if you watch this long to see this part, man, you're awesome. Thank you very much. I know the camera's swaying. I've got it teetering on my tower of Transformers that I have to open and put away soon. But, you know, the long and the short of it, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Take care. Stay safe.